If you're building your personal brand, there is one asset, one thing that you need to grow your brand online and generally as well, and that's your origin story. Which is why I just want to give you one asset in this video and go on a deep dive on how to create your own origin story, but also share my origin story as well. So watch this video to learn and understand how to tell your origin story in the most authentic way. Hey from the future, it's String. I'm about to throw some epic knowledge bombs and fried chicken at you. Get ready. My name is String. I love fried chicken and I also love video storytelling and personal branding. So if you're interested in those topics, subscribe and like, and don't forget to press the ding ding notification button. When you come to script writing or creating templates, you make it easy for people to fill in the blank spots that they need to create. And video scripts or video storytelling is actually using easy languages, short sentences, as a way for them to feel that they could fill in the gaps and prompt them to say the next thing. I create these video scripts for my members and for my clients as a way for them to create stories on a regular basis. And the important thing is you have to convey your message in the most authentic way. So do I use video scripts? I actually don't. My style has always been conveying the key message and being super authentic, but I find that a lot of people love these scripts as a way to prompt them to do things, and it gives them a framework, a boundary of creating. It's a safety net. A boundary, a template script is a safety net. When it comes to personal branding, we all have to create content, and one of the strategies that I develop is that we all need content banks. And so within your content banks, you have content ideas, content topics, topic pillars, and a whole list of ideas. So I use Notion to create and document and build up a bank of libraries and content ideas that reinforces my brand and positioning as well. But within our content bank, there's always a key few assets that are evergreen and really important when it comes to building up your personal brand online. And one of them is your origin story. I find that telling your story is an important asset to add to your content bank, to add to your personal branding, because everyone wants to know what motivated you, like how you became who you are today. Specifically, your folks want to know what drives you. And one of the most common questions that I get to this day is, how did I get started in X topic? Whether it be LinkedIn, video marketing, personal branding, fried chicken, there's always an origin story. So I'm going to share you my origin story, but also if you are interested, you should join my video challenge so you could develop 1, your video confidence, 2, your origin story as well. So I love these origin stories because it tells you your values, what made you who you are, what inspired you, and what you're passionate about. And it's different from in an intro, because an intro is just telling you what you do and what you do every day. Whereas like a origin story is about your journey of how you became who you are now. What is the benefits of having a strong personal brand? Well, I'm just going to share with you my benefits and some of the outcomes that came from having a strong personal brand. Brand deals, paid sponsorship, being a brand ambassador for Lenovo, and getting paid trips. For example, I went to China and they flew me over there to visit and hang out with the Lenovo team in China, and it was pretty epic. So you could watch that video and my journey there. Product access that's not open to the public. So for example, the team from LinkedIn invited me, pretty much found me on Snapchat when I was building channels on there, and invited me to be a beta tester for LinkedIn Video. And LinkedIn Video allowed me to have recognition like as top voice 3 times in a row. Because of that, I get access to the team itself and give them product feedback. Fried chicken, I get like one of my validations, and because it's part of my 7 Vs, is getting fried chicken stories every day. I get 1 per day. That's ridiculous. That means like I get 365 references and stories, tags, comments, people sending me their fried chicken meals and talking to me about fried chicken. So that's pretty epic. Personal brand is walking in your truth every day. So because of that, the trusted voice got pre-seed funding as well. This is not bragging. It's just the outcomes that I've achieved through my own hard work. And it's not something that I built overnight. If you put the work in, if you build up a sustainable brand that aligns with your values and your beliefs and your vision, then deals, building a business online is super possible. As long as you know your vision, values, vogue, which is your folks, your people, visuals, your voice, your validation, and your victory on how to make money. If you know all those 7 Ds, then you pretty much know your personal brand. I always start with my mother because she's my biggest inspiration and the person who kind of kickstarted everything for me. What was interesting, because she came from a very poor farming family, as the eldest, she didn't get to have the opportunity to go to school. Like whatever money she raised, she used that to help her siblings go to school and get educated. She emphasized education as a way to get out of poverty. So she came to Australia all by herself, met my dad along the way, had 5 kids with him. Then my dad left, so she was left alone with 5 kids. She was able, despite being illiterate, able to like run her own businesses. It also ensured that we went to a private school itself. So because of her, I was able to be the first among both sides of the family, my dad's side and my mum's side, to graduate into university. Going to university is a big deal for both sides of the family. So they were utterly surprised that I didn't get a 9-to-5 job, because for them that's stability. Remember, like my mum escaped the war from Vietnam, so she craved stability all her life. When she saw me traveling around the world, doing presentations and speaking gigs, she thinks that I work so hard that I may as well like work in a 9-to-5 job and not stress out. But I actually love what I do. And there was another point in my life where it changed everything for me as well. My brother died when I was in my 20s. That spurred me, inspired me to just jump and do my thing. My first thing was being an artist, and I created string installations like Spider Woman in the streets, connecting people, time and place together. And because of that, I evolved myself to become online, because being an artist, while I got all these like grants, exhibitions and recognition, it wasn't sustainable. So it pivoted me to get out of like Melbourne to Sydney, and that's where I started getting more involved in the social media community space, and that's where I first ventured onto Meerkat. Video has always been a pivotal moment of growth and also helped solidify my brand identity as stringstory and a lover of fried chicken. And because I was unprofessional, anti-professional, or super creative in a very professional space, I stood out. I dramatically grew rapidly on that platform. And I feel like now, like LinkedIn and video has been a combination for me, but I'm now refocused on learning new skill sets as an online business and even as a startup founder. So as a creative startup founder, non-tech, I'm learning no-code automation and thinking about community development in aspects that's holistic in helping others grow and building their personal brand, increase their visibility so they could align their values and do business that they care about as well. So that's like my origin story. What is your origin story? Do you have one on YouTube? I'd love to know. But if you're interested in participating on kickstarting your video journey, I'd love to invite you to the 5-day video challenge, giving yourself the space, the time and permission to create and be yourself on video.